Hello, I'm Fractal Future and welcome to the Vanguard of Light. So today we're going to be talking about a magic metaphor on how limitations are like lasers. And by accepting this magic metaphor and then utilizing what it offers, this can help you start really knocking out these limitations with less of the pain. Right? And I mean, the main purpose I'm doing it is because there's this thin layer between all this greatness they've inside, but it looks like it's massive and big, and it's completely obscuring that what you have inside. You know, you have stuff bubble up and stuff like that, but there's this just being a light that has such amazingness. And we're going to start working on that layer. And one of the ways to do it is with this. Lasers or limitations are like lasers. So think of a laser. You kind of got two mirrors, right? This is the real basic version. Two mirrors, and you have kind of like a light explosion. And they basically bounce the light between the two mirrors, right? Have it going back and forth, back and forth. And then they open up one of the mirrors. And that's like, so you have all the light is all in one, like kind of all aligned, right? And it allows it to burn through stuff. And it doesn't even take like because like you could have a 100-watt laser and that would really burn through stuff versus 100-watt light bulbs using the same amount of energy, but it's because all the light is like focused, right? So you gotta think of like a lot of times when you work on limitations, it's almost like you're coming right at the laser, right? And you got like a brick or something like that to protect you or something like, but it's like it's burning at you and it's hard and stuff like that. But limitations are very fragile, like lasers are. Like, I mean, if you come right at it, like you're dealing with the laser and it's burning you and stuff like that. But if you can come sideways at it, because you got those two mirrors, and if you can give that a whack from the side and it destabilizes those mirrors, the laser's gonna be useless. It's not gonna work anymore. Or if you get a little bit of grease on one of those mirrors, then the laser just burn itself up. So that's kind of how we wanna approach limitations. So I'll give you a little example of that, of like, so say a limitation comes up, and instead of like, it's like, well, you're a piece of crap, right? Instead of like, a lot of times we just accept it of like, no, I'm a piece of crap, right? So first part, we don't necessarily accept it. We're gonna get curious at it. So we're not confronting of like, or we do like the opposite thing. It's like, I'm not a piece of crap. I'm amazing. It's like, you're a piece of crap. I'm a man. It's just this battle, right? Except for it just keeps on pounding at you, and eventually it's like, right? No, we're gonna come at it sideways and like destabilize this thing. So say it was like a piece of crap. You just get curious about it. Of like, oh, okay, that sounds good. What kind of crap? It's like, kind of throw it like, well, what kind of crap? I mean, is it human crap? Is it from a dog? Is it like, what kind of crap? Is it a lot of crap? Is it a little crap? And not mocking, like sincerely, like ask the limitation, well, okay, what kind? And have it kind of like try to expand upon it, because limitations are stuck patterns, right? And that's what it's saying, like a laser is really fixed, right? And you can't destabilize any of these components without it breaking. And it's kind of the same with the limitation, it's a fixed pattern. So if you start inquiring, coming at it sideways, inquiring and requesting new information about it, because it's more of a sensation saying like, oh, here's your label, right? But when you start inquiring about the label and bringing new information into the label, it starts destabilizing the limitation. And it also starts giving you like kind of perception of like, it'll get kind of nutty, because if it's able to like kind of maintain this stuff, it'll get more and more absurd, right? And then it's like, wait, so you're saying I'm a dodo bird crap from the prehistoric age? And then it's like, now when you hear that, an inner voice saying you're a piece of crap, it's kind of like, oh, okay. It's kind of funny, right? So that's kind of just a model, a magic metaphor on like coming at, like, so you have the laser, try to come at it sideways. So same with like limitation. So something like, oh, well, you're not able to do that. And then you just have to like, oh, well, you're not good enough to do that. Well, how not good enough in what ways? Like, well, let's list the different ways in which I'm not good enough at that. And how specifically? I mean, is it always not good at, or is there sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm not? Like if I had someone help me, would I then be good? Like how far away am I not good enough? Is like 50% not good enough? 25%? Like 100 million? I mean, is there anyone else that is good? You know, all that where you're getting in curiosity, but you're also destabilizing the limitation because it's like, it can't hold up because it's a stuck pattern. So it's stuck. You can't be bringing novelty and newness to it with it being able to maintain itself. So back to the magic metaphor. So you got your laser, right? We're whacking it on the side, kind of destabilizing it, not hitting it, approaching it head on to where it burns us, right? So we're kind of coming at it sideways. But what's something else you could do? I mean, imagine if you cut the power to the laser, right? That would also destabilize the limitation. But now imagine if we could go 1 step or 2, 3, 4 steps and actually shut down the power plant. So all the lasers in the city, all the limitations got turned off. Well, I have an option for you. It's a program. It's called How to Remove a Spiritual Energy Block. Sorry, not spiritual energy block. How to remove a spiritual safety energy block. So basically it's kind of where safety got wonked up, right? And with all this clearings and stuff that I've done, it always winds back starting at safety. Like if you don't have that safety gate opened, like if that safety gate's not opened, all the other energy work and change work is kind of muted. Because you can't really get into it because it's first blocked at safety of like, well, you're just not safe enough. I'm not even gonna go there. Like I'm just not even gonna go there. And it'll be like, yeah, that's fine, because I'm stuck here. So it's kind of like once you open safety, then like it just, things really open up as to what you can start accomplishing with energy work, where you can go with it, and just what shows up. Because if that energy work was gonna make you safe, right? And you've got a block that it's not safe to be safe, you won't even see it. Like that core one actually blocks to where it's not even in your world. And I think that's probably a lot of the norms aren't even energy sensitive because that one is so strong. But norms are not my business. I'm here with the Vanguard of Light. I'm here with the energy sensitive. So norms are not, it's not my business to convince them. It's not my business to like, hey, look, there's this magical world we're in. If they don't feel it, at least not yet. Source hasn't said them's my people to help, because you talk about energy stuff and it's actually an offense almost to them because they're trying to invert that, and that's their will, that's their choice to say, hey, I'm inverting this. So it's kind of a violation of their will, which I have no desire to do. But us energy sensitive people that are kind of open to this and feeling that's where the first one that blocks is safe to be safe. To where if you're not even safe to be safe, then you're not going to want to do things that are going to bring you safety. So those kind of get blanked out and you can't see them. So we'll clear that. And then all of a sudden we can start clearing the like the core gifts of like being inherently lovable, like inherently feeling love, being inherently worthy, inherently matter. I mean, these are like core gifts that were gifts from guys, but they get inverted so we don't like feel them. And then we look for external things in the physical or relationships or stuff like that, which are ever changing, to give us these inherent things, which is a recipe for disaster. So take the magic metaphor on the limitations in lasers and coming at your limitations sideways. Like, how can you come at them sideways? You don't have to hit them head on. You're going to come at them sideways because they're very fragile and they can't handle new information. So take that, and then if you want to go deeper and actually look at like, how do we just shut the power plant down and just shut them all down? Check out the course in the link below. If you like the video, give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.